Dr. Vexthal's chitinous plates rattled in alarm as the cargo container was wheeled into the veterinary bay. Inside, something massive thrashed against reinforced durasteel walls, its roars echoing through the station's medical wing. The Corthian veterinarian's compound eyes fixed on the readout. Ursus arctos horribilis, a Terran grizzly bear. Absolutely not, Vexthal clicked, backing away from the examination table. That creature is a Deathworld apex predator. It should be sedated and handled by armed security, not medical personnel. The freighter captain, a six-armed Pelian, gestured frantically with all his limbs. The sedatives aren't working. It's been 3 cycles, and it's getting worse. If we don't treat that infected wound, it'll die before we reach the wildlife sanctuary on Kepler 442b. Vexthal's translator struggled to convey the venom in his refusal. In his 15 years treating creatures from across the galaxy, he'd learned one immutable truth. Deathworld predators were to be respected from a distance. Earth's fauna was particularly notorious. Evolved on a planet where extinction events were merely setbacks, where creatures learned to kill or be killed. Find another veterinarian, Vexthal stated flatly. I value my existence. I'll take the case. The voice came from the bay entrance. Dr. Sarah Chen stood there, her medical bag slung over one shoulder, looking utterly unremarkable in her standard-issue jumpsuit. The human veterinarian had transferred to the station only 2 weeks prior, and Vexthal had found her species' reputation for recklessness to be entirely warranted. Dr. Chen, Vexthal warned, that animal mass is over 300 kilograms and possesses claws capable of shearing through light armor. It's frightened, wounded, and confined, a lethal combination. Sarah approached the container, peering through the observation window. Inside, the grizzly had stopped thrashing. Its massive head swung toward her, small eyes meeting hers. Blood matted the fur along its shoulder where an infected gash oozed. Poor thing, Sarah murmured. Look at that inflammation. Must be in agony. Poor thing. Vexthal's plates clattered in disbelief. It could decapitate you with a single swipe. Sarah was already pulling on protective gloves. Not armor, Vexthal noted with horror, just thin synthetic material. It's just scared, not dangerous. Well, not any more dangerous than necessary. Before Vexthal could protest further, Sarah had the captain open the container's side access panel, just large enough for her to slip through. The Corthian felt his respiratory system seize as the human stepped inside with the apex predator. The bear rose on its hind legs, towering over Sarah's frame. Its roar shook the container, a sound designed by evolution to trigger flight responses in prey species. Vexthal's instincts screamed at him to flee. Even the Pelian captain had retreated to the far wall. But Sarah simply stood still, her body language relaxed. She began speaking in low, even tones, not through the translator, but in that strange, modulated way humans communicated emotion through vocal variants. Hey there, big guy. I know. Everything's scary and it hurts. Let's make it better, okay? The impossible happened. The bear dropped to all fours. Its ears, previously flattened in aggression, swiveled forward. Sarah slowly extended her hand, letting the creature catch her scent. Vexthal watched through the window, his biological threat assessment systems overloading. This violated every protocol, every safety regulation, every logical principle of veterinary medicine. Yet the bear, this magnificent killing machine, was allowing Sarah to approach. She examined the wound with gentle efficiency, murmuring constant reassurance. The bear flinched once, but Sarah's hand on its massive shoulder kept it calm. Within minutes, she'd cleaned the infection, applied antibacterial compounds, and sealed the wound with bioadhesive. There we go, Sarah said, scratching behind the bear's ear. Much better. When she emerged 15 minutes later, Vexthal could only stare. Ow, he finally managed. Sarah smiled, that peculiar human expression of bared teeth that somehow didn't signal aggression. Apex predators recognize each other, Dr. Vexthal. And we humans? We learn to be the most dangerous thing on Earth not by being the biggest or strongest, but but by understanding fear, both ours and theirs. She walked past him toward the decontamination shower. Besides, sometimes the scariest creatures just need someone who isn't afraid to help them. Vexthal looked back at the container, where the Grizzly had settled into peaceful rest. Perhaps, he thought, the most terrifying thing about humans wasn't their death world origin. It was their complete inability to recognize when they should be terrified.